Hello, everyone. I am Randy Suarez, aka Silver Crow, today back here with another amazing reaction. This time we're back with some more Josh Johnson, and the title of the video is called "Suspended Driver Dials in from Dashboard." I know exactly who Josh Johnson is talking about. It's about if y'all missed it, I think last year, a guy who's driving with a suspended license, but not only a suspended license, a state license. Was driving and he had a ticket, and he didn't know that he had a ticket and all of that stuff. It's a whole mess. The best way I can put it, because I remember the stories like how do you not know? But I digress. But anyway, if you like any of this content, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Like, comment, and subscribe to Josh Johnson. I will leave the original link to this video down below so watch it uninterrupted. Also, link to my Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Follow me on those social platforms. Link to my Cashapp. Feel gracious enough to donate. Whatever you want to donate is fine. Don't, that's fine as well. Same thing to soup things. But by donating, like, comment, and subscribing, all that good stuff, however you show your support, it lets me know you're rock with the reaction content. Rock with the channel and rock with your boy. But further ado, buckle up and let's get started. Alright, we here with some more Josh Johnson. Suspended driver dials in from dashboard. Let's go.
I don't know if y'all saw my man who zoomed into court.
They know.
Alright, in case you didn't see it, basically, because of the pandemic, ever since the pandemic, court, like as in the American justice system, has started to let people zoom into some of their cases depending on what it is, which is very progressive.
To be honest, yeah.
That's wild to let somebody zoom into court and go ahead and give me a head start if I'm found guilty. That's what it is to me. Like, imagine if I had court and they were like, you can zoom in from home. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, I'm home.
But a couple days later, like, Mr. Johnson, we find you guilty. You know, please report to. I'd be like, oh, yeah, I'll be right there. No, but basically, there's a court case where this judge and the lawyers are all in the courtroom, and they let the person that is accused of having a suspended license, they let him zoom into court. And so everybody's there except for him, right? And then he turns his mic and his camera on, and he is driving, all right?
Here's the thing, that was confusing me the most. Like, bro, this is for, why are you driving? This is for a ticket, but why are you driving? Originally for a suspended license too, but still though, you driving with that license, which it turns out it was, again, just a state license, not a driver's license.
It's a suspended license case, but he driving.
Yeah.
Suspended license, but you know, he's, yeah. And not only is he driving, by the way, he really cutting the wheel when he turns. And so he turns his mic and his camera on, and you can see the judge. Judge is like,
Right, is this man driving?
And even the judge is like, it's a suspended license case, right?
Yeah.
And look, I don't know. Thank goodness, I've never had to go to court or Zoom court, all right? So I don't know what they have to do or what they don't have to do, but in my mind, like, why turn the camera on, just turn the mic on. But maybe a condition of Zoom court is that you have to turn the camera on too, make sure you're paying attention and everything. Maybe, I don't know. But he turns his camera on, and the judge's like, sir, are you driving? Are you driving right now? And he's like, he couldn't sound happier. My man is like, yes, Your Honor, I'm pulling up right now, right?
stupid. Because, I'm gonna let him continue.
And I want to be clear, he's not pulling up to court. He's pulling up to the doctor's office, right? Because, you know, you can sometimes run some errands while you're doing Zoom court, you know? Because you don't have to...
Why
You don't
not?
have to be there. Once again, this is very progressive. This is like real step forward. This is mind blowing. I wonder who else they let zoom into court. Like, that'd be funny if they let the bailiff zoom in too. Like, the bailiff at home, but he like, stop it. Y'all, cut it out. Cut it out.
Quit it.
Don't make me. I will mute everybody in here. I don't care. I'll shut it down. And so the judge is like, "Are you driving right now?" He's like, "Yes, but I'm pulling up. You know, I'm about to park right now." And then the judge looks at everybody and goes like, "Wow." It's hard to make a judge say wow.
Yeah.
I've never tried it, but I've watched a lot of court on TV, and I can imagine wow isn't said often.
It's not.
You know, I'm sure even the stenographer was sitting there like, and so then he pulls up, and the judge is like, "It's a suspended license case, right?" And then his lawyer is like, "Yes, Your Honor," and he's like, "But he's driving right now. Like, he in the car, like we can see him. I saw movement behind him, which means the car was in motion. He wasn't just sitting in a car, which would still not be advisable to your suspended license case.
No.
But like, he wasn't sitting in a car, just
He was
movement."
driving it.
Or like, "Yes, Your Honor." And then he was like, "Oh, okay." And the judge's name in this case is Cedric Simpson, right? So the guy driving is black, the judge is black. This man is black. He had a black judge, and he had a black judge named Cedric Simpson. He had the blackest judge possible. You had the blackest judge in America as a black man, and you are wasting all of it right now. This is Cedric Simpson. And the way my man was staring at the camera, and then he said, judge says, "Am I missing something here? Because I know the law. I know so much law, I'm a judge. And I don't know what's going on right now."
And to be honest, yeah, I probably would have been perplexed too, because none of this makes any sense. Knowing the fact that he's driving with a suspended license, and he's just happy about it. Like, "Yeah, I'm driving. Yeah."
And so then they were like, "No, Your Honor, you're correct. You know, he's driving right now." And it's, you know, his lawyer just over here like,
Because he got nothing.
I've watched a lot of judging. I've watched Judge Judy. I've watched Judge Joe Brown, Judge Mathis, and never in the history of judging have I seen a black defendant with a black judge that just was looking at him, and you could tell that Cedric just wanted to be like, "Nigga."
For real.
"What are you doing?" And so he's like, so he has a suspended license case, but he's driving right now. He's driving in front of us. It's on the record that he's driving. So, and then in this moment, you can see Corey is the guy that was driving, right? You can see him realize what's happening on camera. So now he's making the face that the judge made, right? Like now he's like,
That he messed up.
and at one point, because you know how Zoom does, so anyone making noise, it highlights them for a second, right? And so the judge asked a question like, "It's a suspended license case," and he was just driving right now in front of us, and you hear Corey go, and then basically the Honorable Cedric Simpson was like, I'm gonna need you to drive to jail.
I need you to drive to jail. But that makes sense.
But look, there's more to the case. There's actually an incredible amount more to the case. A disappointing amount more.
Disappointing amount.
To the case, because basically this dude spends 2 days in jail, but then it comes to light. I don't know how, probably because of the virality of the clip, that there was actually some form of clerical error way back 2 years ago, so that his license should have never been suspended in the first place. Mm-hmm. So then he thought he was allowed to drive, right? And so then people come out of the woodwork apologizing, being like, that's so unfair. And then also it was a highlight of local government and how sometimes the government can get things wrong. There's too many people talking to each other. There's too much involved. There's too much paperwork. There's too many wires that can get crossed and everything, because they were like, oh, all you had to do was get this office to speak to this office to reinstate his license, but apparently they never did that, right? So now there was almost like a backlash to the backlash, where people were like, we messed up, we were all laughing at this guy like, what an idiot. Turns out he thought he could drive and everything. So the internet did something it very rarely ever does, ever, for anyone, for any reason. And the internet almost collectively apologized to Corey, right? And it wasn't, obviously to the amount that everyone shared the clip and everyone laughed, but everyone had something to say. Everyone was like, this guy got done dirty and we didn't know enough information. And there was someone else who didn't know enough information,
The judge?
The Honorable Cedric Simpson.
Yep, did you?
There was something about this whole thing that was not sitting right with him, right? Mm-hmm. And so when Corey showed up for court, for this case, he tells Corey, he's like, I did some digging. I looked at the friend of the court office. I looked at, basically their DMV, looked at municipal offices, took it as far as he could take it, following a paperwork trail, right? As much as possible. And he said, Mr. Harris, who's Corey, you've actually never had a license.
Oh, so okay. I thought he had a state license. Turns out he never had a license. Okay, I stand correct. Okay, I'm wrong. But still, though, that's ridiculous.
Like you never had a I don't know how we got here. You've never had a license. And then Judge Simpson asked him, he's like, where were you? And I can't remember if he said 2022 or 2023, but he was like, where were you December of 2020, whatever? And he was like, oh, I think I was, still laid up from my accident and everything. He's like, actually, no, you were at the offices getting your state ID renewed, okay? Because you keep getting state IDs and you've never had a license.
Oh, so I was right. It was state. Okay, yeah. Okay, well, all right.
What are you doing, buddy? You clearly know how to drive. You should just take the test. And then it turns out, from digging deeper into Corey and into his cases and into his problems with traffic stops and everything like that, they found where he had actually admitted, apparently on body cam, to police that pulled him over, that he didn't have a license on a totally different time, right? So then he had to report back to jail, even though he was out on bond, because they found a bench warrant for his arrest from another time he was driving without a license.
People can't be this stupid, can they? Apparently they can't. All right.
Corey loved driving without a license. Driving without a license is Corey's bread and butter. He loves... There's just something about driving without a license. There's just, it's scrumptious.
Scrumptious. Oh, man.
And I'm not going to judge, because I've been there before in some way. Sometimes I do stuff I know I shouldn't do because it's a little bit more fun. Sometimes I'll go to a restaurant and I'll ask for a cup of water. And I get up to the machine and I hit that lemonade. You know what I mean? The sips just taste better when you know you're not supposed to have them. You know what I mean? Walking up to the fountain, she like, this one's on Wendy's. I got a newfound appreciation for moms this past week. I love my mom. I've always appreciated my mom, but I mean moms as a whole. You know what I mean? Because like the thing is, I was just at like an outing, and my friend who's a new mom, she had to run and do something, and so she asked me to hold her baby.
Oh boy!
When I tell you this was the heaviest baby I've ever. The baby didn't look heavy because it's little. So you think little means little weight. And the weight, she handed me the baby, and the baby is not helping me at all. Like, the baby doesn't even wrap his little arm around my neck or anything. Just like the baby trying to be heavy, just doing this. In my arms, I'm like, and I'm fighting to hold this, but I've got him under the armpits, like fighting to hold him up, and I'm trying to do that thing because moms are really good at doing it. You know that little hike y'all do? You know what I'm talking about? Like the baby slipping a little, and you're talking to somebody, but the baby's on your hip, so you do a little hip, 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 and then you kind of. I'm trying to do one of those, but I don't know how to do it. And my whole focus the entire time is do not drop this baby. Do not drop this baby. Your life will be over. The baby's life will be. Just do not drop this baby. And so I've got it like this, and I'm just holding it out, but it's slipping because it's trying to slip. It's just like.
Just doing that.
Just, and it's not wiggling, but it's just like it wants to be free so bad. And so I'm trying to hike it up real quick, and so I go for like a quick hike up where I was like, I don't want to shake them, but I want to, just pop them up real quick so I can readjust my grip, right? And I also don't want to throw it. Like I'm not trying to put him up in the air. I'm trying to get a little bit of distance between him and my hands so I can reposition my hands, right? And so then I try to hike him up, and right at the hike, the baby kicks me. So now he's out. He's not fully out of my hands, but he's at the tips of my fingers. And so I'm like, And now I'm holding him worse. Like now, like he's not upside down, but he's definitely not right side up. Like he's kind of sideways, and this baby is so heavy that my fingers are screaming. Like I honestly, this is so embarrassing. I'm glad nobody was looking because I was so scared I was gonna drop this baby that I was like, let me just. And so I went ahead and just slowly. Because if I drop the baby slow, it's not dropping the baby. I mean, so I was like, let me get him as close to the ground as I can while I got a grip on him, and then I can readjust from the ground. And honestly, so I put him on the ground, and then I go to pick him up, because in my head I'm like, now I can really cradle him. Now I can scoop the legs and scoop the back and cradle the head and stuff like that. Now I can really stand up with him and hold him like a baby, right? But if I thought the baby was heavy when he was handed, trying to pick this baby up from the ground was like Thor's hammer. I don't know what. It's like the baby ate in between me holding him here and putting him down. Because trying to pick this baby up from the ground, I honestly, I had to use my legs. Like, I really had to get in squat position. I finally picked this baby up, and I'm holding him like cradled, right? But now he over here trying to slip out of the edge and be upside down. And then just then his mom walks back over, and I'm holding. He's upside down now. I'm holding.
He's upside down now, like, bro, come on.
His shoulder and his foot is kicking my chin. And I'm holding his stomach around. And she's like, thank you so much. It's like she didn't even know. She's like, thank you so much. She just writes him up. Walks off, and I was like, what is she made of? That's a 600-pound baby.
Oh, man. Yeah. To be honest, it's one of those things that like, hey, sometimes a mother knows how to do that. A mother knows. Oh man, but again, the dude that was driving basically without a driver's license, let's just say he ain't gonna hear the point that it was suspended. He didn't never had an actual driver license. He just has a suspended state license, and he been pulled over multiple times, multiple. So anyway, I digress. Let me know your thoughts on this video, and do you have a crazy baby story or a crazy driving story? Let me know in the comments down below. So, like, this content, please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Like, comment, and subscribe to Josh Johnson. I will leave the original link to this video down below, so watch it uninterrupted. Until next time, please stay hydrated, stay safe, stay warm. Peace out.
And little questions is everything they know about you.